come and watch me do a biab extension set. So as you can see right here, I'm just applying my dehydrator. This is going to be a longer video as I have wanted to do a longer YouTube video and haven't found the time. But I finally found the time and then I took forever to edit it. So sorry it's took so long for this to get out, but here we are. I'm going to speed up the clips when I have nothing to talk about, as I think that was what was missing from the last YouTube video I did. As you can see here, the prep is on point as the dehydrator went nice and dusty looking, which means your prep is really good and the nails should last. I'm now going in with my primer. This is my new primer. It is the Young Nails Protein Bond, and oh my god, I love it so much. I feel like my retention has improved a lot. Since I don't use Hema products, my retention can struggle a little bit, as you don't have the added Hema which adheres to the nail better. So you can sometimes get a little bit of lifting, a little bit of chipping, but since I've been using this primer, I think I've had amazing results throughout. As you can probably tell, I have forgotten to put the tips on before I primed and dehydrated, so I did have to go in again after I applied the tips and blended them in with my primer and dehydrator again, which is very silly of me, but what can you do? Here is me now blending in the tips, which I've already applied off camera. I can't remember if I forgot to record or just chose not to record me putting the tips on, but I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to put a bit of glue on a tip and glue it on. And I am just going in with my drill bit basically, and I am buffing up the tip so the biab sticks better to it, but also making sure the tip is nice and blended into the nail. But you don't want to go too harsh with the drill blending in the tips, as you don't want to damage the natural nail. I did speed this clip up as I thought it was taking so long just on normal speed, so sorry if anyone wanted to see it on normal speed. As you can see here, I have applied my dehydrator and primer again, as the buff part of the nails has gone shiny, and I'm going in with my Glitterbels biab in the shade Frenchy. I'm pretty sure that is my absolute favourite Hema-free shade that they do. I'm looking at getting a few more shades in. I was thinking maybe a sparkly biab and a sparkly acrylic for summer, because I think that would be so cute. But again, as you can see here, I've gone in with my slip layer on the pinky finger, and I'm now going in with my bead and just dragging it down the nail to get the correct structure and also make sure the full nail is covered. I do also go in with a liner brush, make sure I'm getting all the way down the sides, any air bubbles out, making sure there's no lumps and bumps. And once again, I'll probably after this finger speed up the process, because I feel like it takes me so long, and I normally edit them all in like 5 times speed, so this feels like slow motion to me right now. I do honestly think the one thing I want to improve about my nail journey is just how long it takes me to do sets. Like some sets won't take me too long, maybe an hour and a half, and then some will take me 2 hours. And sometimes I'm like 2 hours is such a long time to be sat there getting your nails done, and I always feel so bad. But as you can see here, I'm literally a perfectionist and I need to let that go a little bit. But I also don't want to, ruin how the nails are, like reduce the quality or anything like that, because that would literally be my worst nightmare. I couldn't let anyone leave my chair not liking their nails, because it would just break my heart, honestly. So I always ask people, like, is there anything you want changing? Do you want me to do anything differently? Is everything okay? Just throughout the appointment, just so I know they're enjoying themselves, they're having a fun time, but also they like their nails and hopefully will like the end result. So I do think I need to work on my timings a little bit, but hopefully now I've finished uni for summer, I shall be getting a few more appointments and getting a bit more practice in, and hopefully becoming a little bit faster. As you can see now, after my waffling, I'm going in with a green cat eye gel. I love cat eye so much. I think it's so beautiful. I'm just going in with a slip layer, and then I add a little bit more on top, just so you can get the magnetic particles to be a little bit more abundant, really. And then you go in with your magnet and move them about to the desired pattern you would like. I really enjoy doing these YouTube videos, as I feel like there's not as much pressure to edit them, as I want to show my full process. Obviously I still edit it, but nowhere near as much as I do for TikTok or Instagram or anything like that, and I really enjoy it. As you can see here, I'm now going in with my magnet, trying to get that line of reflectiveness just on the cat eye, making sure everything is where I want it to be. This set has got a lot of base colours, so I'm now going in with the base colour black and just again carefully applying it. Black can be quite a tricky colour to apply. If you apply too much, it won't set very well, so you have to work in very thin layers with black, in my opinion. But I do like this black colour that I have. I'm not sure where it's from, I can't actually remember, but it is really good. I also have some black liners, and I've also just ordered some black like nail polish in a little tub, which I'm quite excited to see how that works. I think I'm going to be doing a haul soon, so let me know if you would like a YouTube video of my haul, and I might also do a big Glitterballs order for the summer, but we'll see. I'm now going in with a white French tip. As you can see here, I'm just using the brush this time. Sometimes I do it different ways. Sometimes I use a liner brush, sometimes I use a polish brush, but I'm just going in with the polish brush, getting the main shape for the French tip laid out, and going in with my liner brush obviously to clean it up and get a nice crisp line. Some days I absolutely love doing French tips, and most days I don't. French tips aren't my favourite thing in the world, but I've definitely gotten better at them since I have started. I can't believe I've almost been doing nails for a year now. I think that's absolutely crazy. I did also order a French tip brush, which I'm quite excited to use. I know Katie Barnes have one, but I just ordered one, just a normal one, to see if I liked it, and if I did, then I'd probably invest in the Katie Barnes one. Again, we're just laying base colours, so I am just laying a solid brown colour, a bit of a lighter brown, as I'm going to do a tortoise shell nail on this one. I'm now going to be doing the white star on a black nail. I was a bit nervous at first for this, just because I wasn't sure how well the white would show up on the black, but it did show up quite well. I did wipe the sticky inhibition layer off the black, just so I can get some nice crisp lines. Sorry for the rubbish camera angles and it going in and out of focus. My big hands were getting in the way, but stars are a little bit tricky, so got to give myself a little bit of grace. I've seen people do stars a lot of different ways. I've seen people use dots and stuff like this, but honestly, I like the primary school way of drawing a star, because I feel like I can barely draw a star on paper, let alone on a curved nail that sometimes is quite small. So I definitely prefer this way, and then I just fill it in and try and make the lines as crispy as possible. Sometimes it's a little bit harder, but you've got to get the symmetry with the star and make sure, you know, all the legs are looking the right size and shape, and yeah, stars are a bit tricky, but again, I definitely think I have mastered them since the start of my nail journey. This is rubbish filming this, it's just my thumb in frame. Hopefully it gets better. Oh yeah, there we go. I just sped this up because it's just me refining the star, but I think I did a pretty good job on the star, and now I'm going in with some blooming gel. It's not one of my sets unless my clients get a bit of fluff on their nails, honestly. Every single appointment, every single person gets fluff on their nails. Don't even know how it's possible at this point, but it always happens. I'm now going in with a darker brown colour, just splotching that around in the blooming gel in random places, just to try and make it look quite natural and not too artificial looking, really, because it is an animal print at the end of the day. After I let the brown bloom out, as you can see I'm still adding stuff, but I let it bloom out, and then I will add some, and then I'm going to add some black dots, maybe on top of the brown dots I've already done, or in some gaps, just to fill out the design and also give it some depth. This is the black liner I was talking about. As you can see here, I am just going in with a zebra print. Sometimes I have a love-hate relationship with this liner. Some days it works for me, some days it doesn't. I think I had one try of the black liner on this set and it just didn't go well, so I did try again. Sorry if you can hear my dogs in the background. They are not leaving me alone today. Yeah, here we go. You can see I had a second attempt, and sometimes you need that as a nail tech. Then I didn't record the thumb, but we did a white French tip on the thumb also, and then again, more dust as per usual. But we're going in with some black polka dots on the thumb, which I think I did attempt twice as well because the dots weren't coming out even size, and as I've already said, that will annoy me, so I can imagine it annoys the client. Finally, my favourite step is top coat. As you can see, I'm just top coating over all my designs. I did end up adding some silver beads to the middle of the star and the cat eye nail, and the other hand is the exact same. I think this was a bit of a shorter video today, but I still hope you really enjoyed. I'm going to speed up my top coat right about now. We've almost finished with the top coat, and here are the final results.